All right, guys, we're live. Now we wait. Excuse me. Yep, we got somebody watching. Reveal yourself, single watcher. Dang, this almost ever went without somebody jumping on. Oh, finally got us one. What is up, Mr. Madwood Barbecue? How are you doing this evening, sir? We are in the barn tonight because the bottom's fixing to fall out. I don't want to get all my stuff wet, so we're going to do it in the barn. So that's why it's in the Barn BBQ Chat tonight. I meant to get on last night, but I worked late at work, didn't get home till late, so didn't have the opportunity to do the live like I normally do on Friday night. Wind's starting to pick up here. It's fixing to rain. Feels good though. Somebody texted me. Catering a family reunion. How'd that go? There's my little cock back there showing off. Naturally. Little dude. He's got some he does this every time I video. He's a pain in my ass. You hear that little if you recognize that crow from the videos, that's that little dude right there. He's a pain in the ass. Show off. Cater a family reunion. Oh, looks like Juan wants to hop on. Well, let's let Mr. Juan on. What's up, Juan?
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Fine. Good. Fine. Very fine.
What you been up to today? $200 and $40 in tips. Damn, family reunion. That's pretty good. I forgot where you was from, Juan. Where'd you say you was from?
I am from Baja, California. Down California. Down the south is the California.
Down South California. That's
Yeah.
cool.
By the Tijuana, that area down there in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Camp House?
It's you a Texas guy or where's you from?
Southeast Texas, right on the
South.
Louisiana border.
Oh yes.
Big old four-way called Bleakwood. Yeah.
I like it. The rooster. Uh, We fight the rooster down here in my town. We fight the big rooster, and we get the money.
Yeah. I used to. I won't comment too much on YouTube about it, but I know what you're
Yes,
talking about.
yes.
I know about that.
Oh
Grew
yes,
up in it. My daddy used to do that all the time.
yes.
He used to win them Cocker of the Year awards.
Oh, it's a good.
hmm
It's a good cock. Like my wife.
Well, looks like we lost Juan. Juan's side's a little wet behind the ears. Yeah, I think we lost him. Maybe YouTube heard us talking about shit we ain't supposed to talk about, kicked him off. Juan's a newbie. Yeah, probably so. I get a kick out of Juan. He's funny. What you been up to, Eric? I'm gonna try to stay on this as long as I can. Hope I don't lose the Wi-Fi. Looks like it's going south, but we're gonna stay on. And this bottom fixing to fall out. I'm sorry, my friend's texting me some dumb shit. So what's everybody been up to, man? How's the Saturday going for everybody? It's been pretty wet here. I've been trying to brush hog between rain showers all day long. It ain't been worth shit. Which I am thankful for the rain though. We needed it. My God, it was dry around here, but looks like we're gonna get 10 straight days of it now. 6 foot by found some sunflower seeds. Hell yeah, that's cool, man. Dove hunting. That's some hunting I ain't done in a long time. I used to do that a lot when I was young. 6 foot by 4 foot trailer grill made. Hey, that's pretty cool. Are you building that or somebody building it for you? Louie, what's up? If you want to, Louie, hop on, man. Here, I'll put the StreamYard link back up for you. Oh, you're doing yours on Instagram. I'll hop on yours here in a while if y'all are on later. I'm doing my live tonight because I had to work freaking late last night. Slave driving bastards worked me to freaking 8:30. I didn't get home till like 9:30. Hey Mike, I just found your channel from your pork butt cooked like a brisket video. Tried it myself. Took it at yeah. If you pull that pork butt at 170 and give it a rest and slice it, it'd be perfect. I overdid mine in that video, so y'all learn from my mistake. Having a friend build it, that's cool, man. You ought to post some pictures on here when that thing's done. Oh, you're doing your first YouTube show, Louie. I didn't know you were doing one on Saturday. Well, that's cool. If you're still on by the time I get done with this one, I ain't gonna hang out here for maybe about another hour if the weather don't knock me off. I'll come over there and hop on yours, man. But yeah, David Smith, that's pretty cool, man. That was the first time I ever smoked a pork butt like that, and yeah, if I'd have pulled that sucker at about 175, it'd have been perfect. Yeah, I called Triple B earlier and was trying to find out what time he was going to do his live, so I didn't step on his toes like I did last Saturday, which was unintentional. But he said he was going to get on at 8, so I'm going to get mine knocked out. Hopefully, work won't hold me up, and I can get back on my Friday schedule. And now it's raining here. It is raining. If there's rain quits, I'll set this computer back up in front of my barbecue pit. So is that a offset you're getting built on that trailer, Madwood? Or is it like a Santa Maria type grill? Uh-oh. Hopefully we don't lose it. Santa Maria. All right, that's cool. There's the rain. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not. We might get lost. This connection is unstable. We'll keep going at it as long as we can. Sound of rain on a tin roof. Yep, it's coming down now. I don't know how good you guys can still hear me. Hopefully not too bad. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty good deal right there with the price of steel. $2,000. That ain't shit, man. That's a good deal. Barbecue Rockstar, what's up, man? I don't think I've ever seen you on here. Welcome to the live chat. And thanks for tuning in, man. Hopefully I don't lose this Wi-Fi connection. If that dumb rain, I don't know, the rain starting to slack up a little bit now. Just like that, it stopped. I just I did my 500 subscriber video the other day, and I had a rack of ribs left over. Actually, 2 racks of ribs left over, and I vacuum sealed them and give one to my brother-in-law and give one to a good buddy of mine. And he texted me, and this old lady texted me flipping off, and I was like, "Man, what the hell's wrong with her?" She pissed off that I cook better than her. So I was laughing about a minute ago. She's gonna whoop my ass. Whew. This Wi-Fi holds up through this rainstorm, and I'll be shocked. I need to go check out your channel, Rockstar Barbecue. See what you got. Yeah, I was fixing to say y'all are fixing to get a ton of dead gum rain though. I'm a weather nerd. I watch forecast and all that, and watch tropics and big time tornado fan. I look at all kind of stuff, and uh, yeah, y'all are supposed to get a lot of rain. What's up, Sheena? How are you doing this evening? Oh, here's a good question right here from Mr. David Smith. So, longest I've personally rested a brisket at 170 was about 16 hours. And I'm not gonna lie, the brisket was borderline overcooked. I could barely slice it. It would hold up under its own weight there for a minute before it would fall apart. That would be stretching it. My suggestion to you, if you're gonna rest that brisket at 170, which is what I've done for a long time before I bought a little oval turkey roaster oven that goes down to 150, uh, I would pull your brisket at about 190 to 185 if you're going to rest at that high of a temp overnight, because it's going to continue to break down. Uh, the fat that you're going to render out of the point, that thick fat, is going to render out before that ever happens. So whatever you're going to get out of that is what you're going to get out of it. But you can rest it in the oven overnight at 170, but you need to pull it when it's still a little bit of tight, because it's going to rest overnight. All the collagen is going to continue to break down. The renderable fat is going to keep rendering, and you can do it. A safe bet's 12 to 10 hours easy if you pull your brisket a little bit early. Don't pull it at 200 or 195 or nothing like that, because it'll fall apart on you the next day. But a lot of ovens got a setting where you can offset your temp by 30 degrees. So you may be able to look into that and Google it or YouTube it, and learn how to offset your oven where you can hold it at 150, 155, or even 160, and that would probably be better what you're looking for. But regardless, if you're going to hold a brisket overnight, you need to pull it at about 190. Is what I pull mine off at. I pull them at 190 if I'm going to hold them. If I'm going to cut them the same day, I pull them when they're tender. But that's just my take on it, my personal preference. Oh, thank you, Sheena. I appreciate that. Anybody else got barbecue questions? That's what we do in here. We answer barbecue questions, or we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. It don't matter to me. I got a buzz and I got a beer. Yeah, so I'm gonna give props are due. I never thought about that until I watched Outnumbered Barbecues last brisket video, and he had an oval, and I own one. I had one in a damn cabinet, and I was like, man, why didn't I think of that crap? Because I'm retarded, really. But uh, yeah, it goes down to 150, and you can put it on warm, and it'll go down to 145. And this video that I'm putting out Tuesday, my 500 sub video, that's what I used. I had a turkey roaster already that I bought off of Amazon a while back, and then I went to Walmart and found a $60 one, and it worked perfect, man. So, and it's big enough to hold a decent sized brisket, 14, 15 pound pre-cooked. So, yeah, it's definitely better than resting your oven at 170. Yep. Coffee. I guess I said that right. Marinating mosquito. You talking about liquid smoke or mesquite seasoning? Yep. Turkey roaster. Like I said, is a damn good way to rest your meat overnight. I rested the beef ribs in the turkey smoker, and in the turkey roaster. I'm sorry, and I rested my wagyu briskets in it for my 500 cook, scrapper cook. Hey, I'm full of good barbecue tips. All you got to do is ask. Whatever you want to know, I'm an open book of maybe the right answers. I ain't gonna say they're all right. And I've been barbecuing, grilling, and all that crap good for about 12 years now. There was a time when I sucked at it. But you get better at it through trial and error. Mesquite seasoning. Yeah, mesquite seasoning is good. Every now and again, I'll use mesquite wood when I do some grilling and stuff. So yeah, the FDA puts that out at 140. That's a minimum guideline. Me personally, I've had them drop to the 120s, 130s for more than 5 or 6 hours, resting them in a cooler. Cut them, and we ate them. We were fine. We didn't die. But 140 is the bare minimum that the FDA recommends after 24. I don't know what the maximum time on a brisket you can rest is, but I know the longer that you rest a brisket, the longer that you rest a brisket, the quicker it'll dry out once you slice it. So I have observed that from personal experience. But 140 is still fine. One of them big green eggs, they're very efficient. Very efficient. Me personally, I never owned one, but I have ate food off of one, and it's good. What's up, P Digits? What are you doing, bud? I'm about done with my first beer. hmm Yeah, brisket's good cooked on it. I'm gonna tell you what, people will knock other cookers when it comes to smoking brisket, but I've done kick-ass briskets on my pellet smokers. I've done a kick-ass brisket on a cheap-ass Walmart grill before, char grillers and all that. I will say the best briskets I ever ate have come off that 250-gallon offset smoker because it puts a whole different level of smoke on them. But you can still get a damn good product on a big green egg or a pellet smoker or whatever. You just got to have the technique down to make something good. Living the dream. PJ just living the dream. Hell yeah. Brisket is awesome. Brisket is my spirit animal. I love this brisket. And by the way, the drink of choice tonight is Yingling Lager. Oh, there's still a little bit in there. I ain't barbecued this weekend. I'm burnt out on barbecue. I've been eating it every weekend for a while now. I got to take a break. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't have nothing against them big YouTube channels. I ain't gonna say nothing by name, but they do all that kind of crap right there for views, likes, and clicks. If you have a well marbled brisket, you do not have to inject that brisket with tallow. I mean, it's totally unnecessary. I could see maybe if you slaughtered your own cow, just had a tough brisket with no marbling in it, but even if you shoot tallow in it, it's still not going to be that great. That all that fat's going to do is cook out of it, come out of the same hole that you injected it in. So I got a video that I did on chuck roast, and when I picked this chuck roast up out of the sale pile over at Brookshire Brothers and looked at it, I knew it was a piece of crap meat. But you know what? I made a video out of it. and I wanted to do the experiment myself, injecting it with tallow. So I injected this chuck roast with 2 full syringes of the Tony Satchery syringes of tallow, and it didn't add no flavor. It didn't add no moisture. It looked good on camera, but I wasn't a fan of it. I'll tell you right now, I didn't like it. I won't do another one again. That injecting with tallow did nothing for it, in my opinion. You start out with a good piece of meat that's got marbling in it, whether it be prime, choice, or select. And I tell people all the time, don't look at the prime, choice, or select, because the prime grade meat is graded off the fifth and sixth bone of the ribeye. If that grades out prime, then the whole animal grades out prime. And I picked select briskets out at the store that had more marbling in the flat than prime briskets have. If you get a brisket that's got the intermuscular fat and enough fat in the flat, it's going to come out good. You don't have to inject it. You don't have to do nothing fancy with it. Some people inject for different flavor, though. I mean, that's a different story. But to answer your question, you don't have to. It's unnecessary, in my opinion. So I don't. It's like I said. I don't know if it'll necessarily help, David. It'd be. Me personally, I don't think it would help. I think if you are going to inject it with something that's going to add some flavor to it. Because tallow is not going to add no flavor to it. It's just not. It may add a little moisture, but if it's dry, it's dry. There ain't nothing you can do about that. You can make that piece of meat good, but you have to cook it down in your crock pot. You may be able to take it, smoke it for a couple hours, let it build some bark, and then finish it off in a crock pot where it fell apart. And it would be you can make something good out of it, but it's not going to be your traditional brisket. Yeah, tallows. Unless you're like me and you just you can render your own tallow out, but yeah, you're right. If you buy tallow, yeah, it's too expensive, and it doesn't add flavor. It adds moisture. It adds a mouthfeel is what it does. I do use a little bit of tallow when I wrap my briskets and all that, just simply because I got so much of it. But you really don't have to use it. But I mean, everybody's hung up on the tallow right now. Yeah, so I owned a Weber kettle for a long time, but I never used it for low and slow cooks. I used it for grilling and all that. It finally rotted out, and I'm about to build my own fire pit out of what's left of that firebox that I built over there on my 250 gallon. I'm fixing to build my own fire pit and do some steak videos and stuff on it. Probably do that next weekend. Yeah, Sheena, I render my own because I do lots of briskets on this channel. So I did those 2 Wagyu briskets, and I don't know if y'all seen it in my community tab or not, but man, I trimmed these 2 Wagyu briskets were 16 pounds a piece, and I trimmed over 8 pounds of fat off of each Wagyu brisket. I was so pissed, man, which it was my fault. I should have looked at them a little bit better, but I was in a hurry. And at the time, it looked like they had real thick flats on them, and I got excited. I said, "Oh yeah!" Then I got them home and opened them up and trimmed the fat off the edge where I could see the flat. And I shit you not, they had over an inch of fat cap on the flat. I was so mad. Yeah, both of them briskets. I weighed them after they rendered down, and they were 8 pounds after I trimmed them, and after I cooked them, they were only 4 pounds. Man, I paid $127 a piece for those 2 Wagyu briskets, and I ended up with a whole 1 gallon jug of Wagyu beef tallow just off the 2 briskets after I rendered all that out. The briskets took about 10 hours to cook, and I had to fill up. I had to take 3 full pans for all that fat to render it down in the smoker. I smoked my tallow while I'm smoking my briskets. So I've got a ton of Wagyu beef tallow right now. They fry some chicken wing, do a chicken wing video, and fry them in that beef tallow to finish them off. Yeah, that oil is amazing, but dang it, I paid a lot. I paid $8.99 a pound for them Wagyu briskets. I wanted more meat than fat. That's for damn sure. But it be like that sometimes, and I got to keep reminding myself that When you see these Wagyu briskets over at HEB, there's a reason that Snake River Farms or Mishima Reserve is giving them HDB, because the way they grade their Wagyu briskets out at their meat markets or their inspected facilities is they've got graded briskets, and then they've got the ones that didn't grade out right. I can't remember what the name was that they called them, but the ones that don't get graded out right, that got thin flats or too much fat on them or this and that, they give them to HEB, and HEB sells them to the public. Every now and again, you can dig through there and find you a good one, but I didn't find good ones. I found ones that had way too much fat on them. After weighing it out a pound per finished product, I pretty much had $33 a pound for the brisket I had left over. And they had some all right looking primes that I could have got too, and I would have been better off. But I wanted to be all fancy and shit. Get the tallow. I mean that Wagyu. But anyway, Wagyu beef brisket rant over. Whew. See how long this lane's gonna last. It's, you know, one thing about tallow is people actually go out and buy that stuff. Man, I'm telling you right now, I would never buy no tallow. I'm not buying that tallow. Render your own. It's too easy. Yeah, Sheena, it's just got through pouring. It's still raining a little bit out there. You probably can't see it on camera, so all the tree frogs and crickets fixing to be out and about. Earlier in the video, my little rooster flew up there on the gate and was crowing. Slow cooking tri-tip tomorrow. What are you gonna do with it? You gonna smoke it like a brisket, or are you gonna reverse sear it? I mean, what's up, man? Yeah. So we got a meat market up here in town. Sometimes when I'm lacking on some fat for my sausage, I'll go up there and buy the pork fatback sausage to put. Fat to put in my sausage, which I've got plenty of brisket trim. So I'll be making another deadgum sausage video here before too long. I've got to free some room up in my freezer. I've got trimmings all in there, pork and beef trimmings. Probably about 30 pounds worth. Y'all got to make all that racket. Deadgum chickens. Yeah, chickens can be a pain in the butt sometimes too. Yeah, so I did a video here a while back. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I did tri-tip two ways, which they weren't the big beautiful tri-tips you get when you order them, but this just what HEB had, and they were select tri-tips. I smoked one like a brisket, and I reverse seared the other one, and I didn't care for the brisket one, but that reverse seared tri-tip for select steak, and it didn't have much marble in it either. But man, that sucker came out good. It was damn good eating. I will definitely do that again. It's like one of the best steaks I ever ate. Yep, here comes the rain. It's raining again. It's raining on and off. Surprised I ain't lost my Wi-Fi connection. It's barely hanging on up there. Probably don't help. I'm trying to download a YouTube video right now too, or upload a YouTube video. Wonder how Louie's live stream's going. Yeah, everybody's over on Louie's. Anybody else got any questions, man? We got to have something to talk about. The little chickens. Just gonna stay on for an hour. We got about 15 more minutes. Best, cheapest cut of beef that's not tough. That's a hard one. Depends on what you. I guess it depends on the application. Damn, you got me in the corner on that one. Cheapest cut of beef. Sirloin steak. That's got to be it for me. I mean, you cook it right, it's pretty cheap, and you know it comes out pretty good. It's got some flavor. I like doing it in the cast iron. I like doing it on smoker. As far as a steak would go, if it was anything else, I think that's. I mean, that's it for me. Sirloin steak. It just don't have a lot of fat in it, but it's got a lot of flavor. Yeah, Sheena. I mean, I guess you could put that in classes. If you think about it, I mean, brisket is the cheapest cut of beef per pound. It's just so damn big, it's expensive. Depends on how you cook the chuck roast, and just like anything else, Sheena, depends on the marbling and all that. I've cooked chuck roast like a steak, and it came out pretty decent. And then I've had some that turned out tough and chewy as hell. Just depends. That's why I typically don't like to order my meat online. I like to put my eyes on everything. that beef belly video that I just had come out. I wasn't beef belly was good, but I wasn't a fan of how fatty it was. I bet if there was a bunch of them I could have chose for them, I could have chose one that had a little less fat in it. You're welcome. You are welcome. Excuse me for just a second, please. All right. Yep. Yeah. It's just one of them things you gotta fill out. I'll tell you what I like to do when I go to the store, Sheena. I like to go to the section where the meat's about a day or two out from where it's bad, and you can get good looking ribeyes, and you can get all kind of meat. Which I don't never see Walmart do this. Sometimes like in Brookshire Brothers and your market baskets when they slap those quick sell stickers on them, and you can get you a good quality piece of meat for $3 to $4 a pound less because it's fixing to go bad. And you can bring it home, vacuum seal it, freeze it, or do whatever you want with it. And that's how I like to shop for meat too. So pork belly is easy. That is just like it's forgiving as a pork butt is. There is a process I go through in picking out pork bellies. You want to try to get you a good meat to fat ratio on a pork belly. Some pork bellies are slap full of fat, and some of them got more meat in them. So typically, what I try to do is buy the whole pork belly and cut the middle section of the pork belly out, and then the ends I like to make bacon out of. That middle section of your pork belly has got the greatest meat to fat ratio in it, and it'll cook down and you melt in your mouth tender. But a lot of times, like our local HEB quit carrying them, and they cut them up in three pieces and sell them like that. So you got to kind of dig through there and find the center cut if you know how to look for it. And that's my tip on that. Now, that's just picking one out. As far as cooking them, you cook them just like a brisket, man. Put them on at 250, 275, whatever temperature you want to start at. You can actually go a little bit higher than that because that meat is full fat. You're not going to hurt it. And then smoke it till you get a good bark set on it. If you want to go by an internal temp, it probably about 175, 180 internal temp. Then wrap it up in butcher paper and finish it out till it probes tender. Let it rest. You can slice it right then, or you can take it off and rest it overnight and then slice it. Either way, it comes out awesome. Pork belly is my favorite meat, really, to smoke and eat, but it's real rich. It's very rich. You can't eat a lot of it at one time. But if you were to cook that on your Weber kettle, you probably use a slow and sear or something like that, and it would probably. You can. The thing about that pork belly is there's not a point, there's not a flat on it. It's just a piece of meat. You can cut it down into whatever size piece that you want it to, and smoke it, speed your smoke time up. Uh, what I like to do with a big center cut piece of pork belly is I'll split it in half and smoke two separate pieces, and get slices that are about 4 to 3 inches long, and you can put them on a sandwich or whatever. And pork belly actually makes some pretty good pulled pork too. If you ever want to do it that way. Yep, pork belly is amazing. Yeah, yeah, you hit that dead gum that uh that reduced for quick sell, and you can get some good looking some stuff in there that's pretty good meat. Like I said, you got to bring it home, vacuum seal it, freeze it right away. Eating dinner. Yeah, pork belly is awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's how I would do it if I was you. And the way I like to season my pork bellies, there's two ways I like to season my pork belly. It just depends on which one I'm eating that day. The pork belly is like ribs. It's a blank canvas. You can season it with whatever, pretty much whatever you want to, and it's going to turn out freaking awesome either way. Uh, I like to season all salt mine, and then the 16 mesh black pepper. Or if I'm not feeling the season all salt, I'll do salt, pepper, and garlic on it. And salt, pepper, and garlic is my favorite way to eat my pulled pork. I shot a pulled pork video last weekend. And it'll drop one of these weeks when I get it edited. Yep, but pork belly is a very easy piece of meat. And the beauty about that is, and if you run into a bind on it, you can salvage that. You can go ahead and finish it off in your oven once you've got a good color to it. So you're going to have smoke flavor, but you won't get no bind with that. That's easy. And and pork belly is also one that you don't have to bring all the way to 200 internal temp. You can pull that sucker at 185, 190 and slice it, and it's still going to be good. It's raining out here in the barn. No barbecue pit behind us tonight. You're welcome, dude. I'm an open barbecue book of knowledge. You ask whatever you want, man. Not one of the YouTubers that's got to keep your barbecue secrets. Everybody sits there and says secret, 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 secret seasoning, secret this, secret that. The real secret to barbecue, good barbecue, is proper fire management. That's the real secret. I don't care what anybody says. Somebody's got to put secret up on their videos. They just need the clicks. Oh, spare ribs all day long, man. There is some things I like to do with baby backs, though. So I did a video a long time ago. It was a cell phone video. I did ham brine, pork spare ribs, and ham brine baby back ribs. And the ham brine baby back ribs came out better than the ham brine spare ribs did. But the spare ribs are definitely my choice of rib. They got more meat on them, and they taste way better. They got more marbling in them. Yeah, I'm stuttering. They got more marbling in them also. They're just better overall, better product. Thank you, Sheena. Yeah, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I tell you it sucks, I think it sucked. If I tell you it's good, I think it was good. And it's like I said, I've been barbecuing for 12. I've been good at it for 12 years. I've been barbecuing since I was like 15. That's why my favorite kind of videos to do are the how-to videos because I like sharing what I know with all you guys, so you guys can get better at it too. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know everything, but I try new. I'm not stuck in no old ways. I try new stuff all the time. I've recently changed up how I do my spare ribs. I like, I've tried something new. You'll see it in my next video. Excuse me. You'll see it in my next video. It's dropping on Tuesday. So I was fixing to say I've never marinated ribs before, but I have marinated ribs. I did that Jamaican jerk rib video here a while back, and that's the first time that ever marinated ribs, and I did it just to try it. And I'm not the biggest fan on marinating ribs or briskets or any of that. I don't think you benefit from marinating other than just adding a flavor profile. But I like to add my flavor profile and rubs and let the meat stick out for itself. But I've never tried marinating in buttermilk. Buttermilk is a natural tenderizer too. So my next video, Mike G, is my 500 sub celebration video. It's got a Wagyu brisket in it. It's got dino beef ribs in it. It's got pork spare ribs and brisket sausage. Pork belly on a pig. I'm gonna do a whole hog cook. That's on there, but I ain't doing it till it cools off in here in Southeast Texas because I'll be out at the pit for a long time for that one. All my smokes I've been doing here lately, I've been buying small briskets, stuff like that. I ain't spent no more than 10 hours out here in this heat. Old Trumpet Master's got his YouTube going on. Yes, I do make my own sausage. I've got a video on how to make brisket sausage. That's 100% brisket trim that I did here a while back, and that sausage that I smoked in this video that y'all are gonna see Tuesday. I mean, I didn't really do no hardcore close up of the sausage, but they're on my tray. But that is the last pack of my brisket sausage that I smoked from in that video. I'm trying to remember. I think I made 25 pounds of that brisket sausage back then. I was digging through my freezer the other day and I found one more pack of it. Yep, I love making my own sausage. Making sausage is not hard. It's actually pretty easy. You just gotta get the right equipment to start up with to make it easy. Once you figure out how to make your own sausage and you understand how it works, uh, store bought sausage sucks. You ain't gonna want it no more. You need to do it, man. You need to make your own sausage. If you're gonna get hardcore into barbecue, making your own sausage is an essential tool to reduce waste. Because I save all my pork trimmings, I save all my brisket trimmings, and you're spending money on barbecue. Barbecue is not cheap to cook every week. I'm here to tell you right now, it's not cheap. You want to try to save every bit of that you can and get as much return on it as you can. And making sausage helps you cut down on cost and waste. So you need to Yeah, you need to go for it, Sheena. It's not hard. I'm telling you right now, it's not hard. There's tons of videos on YouTube. I did hardcore research into making sausage before I made that leap. And I started out buying good equipment, quality equipment. I started out with nothing that was cheap. I did spend some money on it. I ain't gonna lie. Probably about $550 total in equipment. And and I knocked my first sausage. I'll put it to you this way: I haven't screwed up a batch of sausage yet. I've made probably about 8 batches of sausage. No, 12 batches of sausage since I bought that equipment, and it's all been top notch, awesome. There's just too much information out there on YouTube to screw that up, in my opinion. Yeah, so we got what we call Market Basket here in Southeast Texas. And if I buy sausage from the store, I go to Market Basket. They make their own in-house green onion, jalapeno cheese, jalapeno pepper jack, and their boudin's actually pretty decent. And I'll go to that. There's a lot, and there's some. There's another one up here in town called Tom Jr.'s Meat Market. It's pretty good sausage. I'm just talking about your mass production made sausages. You can go to butcher houses or butcher shops and find quality sausage. Yeah, so Sheena, I put sugar in my sausage too because sugar helps the cure. Also, I'm trying to think of what the ratio is off the top of my head. I want to say it's 2% sugar per so many pounds, but that sugar, you're not going to taste it in there. I'll tell you that. But between the sugar and the curing salts and all that, it just helps everything be a cohesive unit. But you can take the sugar out, and then pink curing salt's still going to do its job. But I put it in mine. Sausage casings, I get them from my local butcher. You can go to any butcher shop and they've got sausage casings. I buy them by the hank. They're about $40 a hank, but a hank will last me. Fuck, the hank will last me a year. That's a lot. That's a lot of sausage casing. I would not buy no sausage casing off of Amazon. I bought a pack of sausage casing off of Amazon, and it smelled like chemicals, and I threw that shit away when I went to my local butcher. A hank is a big bundle of hog intestines, sausage casing. I use all natural sausage casings, which is real pig intestines. You can do collagen, but I'm not going to knock collagen casings. I've never used them before, but I've had store bought collagen casing sausage, and that shit's tough. Yep, a hank is a lot of sausage casing. And then when you get you take out what you need, and all you got to do with that sausage casing is make sure you keep packing salt in there. What you got left, put it in a Ziploc bag, zip it up, keep throwing salt on it, and it'll stay good in your refrigerator for a long time. Ain't no problem. Yep, I love making sausage. You can get creative with that sausage making. Tell you something else I'm gonna make a run at here before too long. I'm gonna make some brisket, pork belly boudin. I will do that here before too long. I've got a pork belly that's frozen from a while back. Got some brisket that didn't get ate that's frozen. We're gonna make me some boudin. Yep, it's raining again. I'm sure y'all can probably hear that. I'm gonna text Louie on his live chat. Yeah, yeah. Barbecue is like a therapy to me, man. I love sitting out there at that stick burner and managing the fire, and it's a never-ending learning experience too, man. Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, the proteins are easy. To me, brisket's easy. To me, pork ribs it's all easy. But there's always something different in every cook that you learn from. I don't care who you are. I've been all summer long. I've been toying with my fire management, changing it up, and doing all kind of stuff with it. But barbecue is a therapy to me. I love it. Man, oh man, pour on here. Anybody got any more questions? If not, we're fixing to wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm burnt out on barbecue. I've been I'm smoking barbecue every weekend for a while now. I got to take a break. Yeah, thanks for showing up, man. Like I said, I'll get back to doing this on Friday nights. I couldn't do it last night because I was working, but we'll get back to the Friday night group. Maybe we'll get some more people up in here. Thank y'all for watching, and take care. Later.